culture.
What is going on, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, no matter where you at or what time you're watching this. Welcome.
NBA players warned them.
Today I'm going to be playing NBA 2K21 because I feel like we need to discuss what happened in the finals.
PJ Tucker called them the best.
I feel like that.
Ever.
I feel like that thing was rigged.
Kevin,
thanks, David.
No cap. I know that a lot of you will agree that
what we're about to see, do you think?
the calls that they were giving, the damn refs, they were calling fouls that, if you look at the replay, it did not even look like he was even near the guy.
Honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger,
that's crazy.
Shots.
So here's
and I thought it was kind of cool because, this is the year that, we lost Kobe.
And there's
Rest
Jimmy
in peace.
And it's Robinson in at the shooting guard
and
position.
winning a title and bringing that home.
LeBron and Green
Man.
make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Caldwell Pope.
It was legendary.
And it's Howard in at the
I tell you, I do give that the players were giving it their all and they were doing what they had to do, but the refs were terrible.
And no good that time.
I feel like they do that on purpose to give more meaning to the final. You get me? For the TV ratings and things like that. And I always feel like it's like that.
Kicks to Adebayo. It's stolen by Green.
Green played pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, and especially Rondo. Rondo played like a true veteran. He was playing like he actually wanted it, And I feel like the NBA Finals spoke volumes about him. It shows that he still got a lot more left in the tank to give. So, but then you had dudes like Kyle Kuzma, trash. Oh my God. I understand it was his first finals, and
he misses the free
was
throw.
Tough, maybe a lot of pressure or whatever. But the problem is, he played like a damn rookie. Like if they would have kept Ingram, they probably would have played a lot better. If they had kept Ingram and traded Kuzma, the Lakers would have been in a lot better position. Even though they won, they could have got the job done faster. And that got me upset. Kuzma is celebrating right now, and he did nothing. He just got carried to the title.
That's a few years before Tim Duncan joined the Spurs.
And then my boy Green.
Good NBA name.
When he missed that open shot, oh my God, my heart dropped. I was like, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. And then DeMarcus goes and throws the ball out of bounds on the last few seconds of the game. Oh my God.
He's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
I was like, this cannot be happening. Okay, this cannot be happening.
Physical presence allows him
to play
the
JR
of positions. So sliding down to the three and getting
terrible
is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete.
It was pretty cool to see that.
And the first one at the line is good.
Jimmy Butler's just one of those guys
they worked as a team at the end. And like on the last game,
they
they looked like they wanted it. You could tell on the way that Anthony Davis was playing the game. He was playing like he wanted it, and he was going to get it. And he was playing hungry.
And so Butler nails both of them.
So that added more to the game. And then you can tell the game before that on Game 5, you can see that like Jimmy Butler was just tired. Like he was just over it.
Here's James.
He gave it his all.
Robinson pulls it in.
So I already knew that coming to Game 6, the Lakers were going to come out to a gameplay to stop him.
Smart play by
which they
Jimmy
did.
Butler
They were
the open man.
tag teaming him like at the beginning of the game, like
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Davis puts it in.
And then Davis, my boy, man, my boy was playing with heart that game.
Going.
He wasn't playing just to play. He was playing with a purpose. I feel like that was pretty cool to see.
Dishes to Robinson.
And then people are talking like,
Howard with the
before this, people were talking that, you know, it could just be like the best dynamic duo.
And I like
You know,
how
of
Howard is not
the
plodding
Lakers,
big man,
you know,
but a
had
sprinter.
Kobe
He's a freak of
and
an
Shaq, and I
athlete
feel like
who
Kobe and
absolutely
Shaq can be the
jet
best
down the
duo
floor when he decides to.
ever to
Now,
have ever
here's
played a
Butler.
game.
There's the pass to Robinson.
No matter who you mix and match. If it was Durant and Kyrie, no, it's just
Shot
not
clock
gonna
at
work.
6. Floats it up for Adebayo.
But
up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's
know,
everything you
the-
want
the
there.
fact they were
Bam
playing with
Adebayo
heart
up
and
there,
they were playing
vertical,
with
good hands,
everything that they could
and
give
big
to the
throwdown.
game. That was
Here's James. Bucket is good.
And if you're the guy who
But
has
I
to
still
guard him,
feel
it is never
like it was
going to
kind
be
of
an easy
rigged
night for you.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5
to make it that way.
so far.
You get me? Like I feel like the ref were calling fouls that weren't even
Robinson
fouls
passes to
just so that they
Dragic.
can add some ratings. You get me?
Over Howard, and he's fouled pretty
And
hard on that
I didn't like
shot,
that
but
because
he's
I feel
got
like
the chance
it
to pick up the points
kind
on
of
the
threw
line.
off the Lakers
It's on Dwight
a
Howard.
little bit off.
Dragic with a clever play there as he gets
a few
close to
plays
the basket.
after
Not
that.
surprising at all that he finds
You know,
his way
they still
to the
dominated the
charity
hell
stripe.
out of the Miami Heat,
I know
though.
you've played for some great coaches in your day.
I mean,
What
they
is it
they
that
made
separates
history
the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just
with the lead that they had
coaches
in the
that are pretty
finals.
good?
I think it was like
I
20
think the
something. It was
one
like 28 points,
That's
30 points, I
most
think.
important for a great
At
coach
one
is
point,
consistency.
like that's crazy.
And
On the
I've said
NBA
this,
Finals, you're down by
you
that
can
far.
coach a lot of different
It's
ways.
over.
You can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to.
And it was crazy how the refs were still trying
to,
I don't know, maybe like throw
and
off
your philosophy.
Davis
Those
and
are the
LeBron and
coaches,
the team.
and I've
You
had
know,
them
I
that
feel
have
like
done it different
they
ways,
always
but they've been
aim
the most
for,
successful. And listen, you've also
you know,
at the
whoever is a
professional level,
superstar.
you've got to have a
Try to throw
presence
them
about
off.
you.
And
You
I think
gotta have
you've
some
seen that also
charisma
when
out there
the
as well to get these men.
LeBron and the
Catching up on
Cleveland
the changes
were
for
going
Los
in the
Angeles.
finals
JaVale McGee's
against
checked in for Howard. Kyle
the
Kuzma
Warriors.
comes in for
How they made that
Caldwell
comeback of
Pope.
3-1.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for
And I feel like the reason why that happened was
Rondo
because
subbed in for
of the
LeBron.
refs. You know, the refs
Now
were
here's Rondo.
calling fouls that weren't even fouls, or were calling traveling when it wasn't
Trying to get
traveling.
open is Davis. Out to
So I always
Kuzma.
feel like the finals is a little bit rigged. And
Back to
I hope
Davis.
they truly fix
Plays
that.
again,
You know,
and it's Miami
not make
with
it
the
so
rebound.
obvious, you know.
And here we go. It's Butler.
But the game was still entertaining.
Over to the wing.
It was still good
No
to
one
see,
near
you know,
Adebayo.
the heart of the
As he
players.
lets it go. Lakers
You know,
trail
leaving
by
everything
3.
on the floor and trying whatever they could do. You
Down
know,
low.
you have some
McGee,
people that
and the slam dunk by McGee.
outshine others.
Orchestrating
You
right
know,
now. Rondo
Tyler
should be
Hero,
playing with the baton.
you know, props to him. But I could he did show his little rookie towards the last game. He was showing
Outside Butler.
his
Pass to
inexperience, you know.
Hero. They get a hand on it.
But he still played great basketball. Caruso played great basketball. Caldwell Pope,
And he rushed.
he played
down,
great
no doubt
basketball.
about it. To be out of position, you can see
They
the
played great.
frustration
They played really
on his
great.
face.
And
Rondo can't get it to
Rondo
go.
was the biggest
Heat shooting
thing
in
to
this
see
first quarter,
because
around 38%.
Rondo is
They're
coming from
looking a bit
teams that are
freaky out
talking
there.
bad about him, and
Oh,
people
with it,
people
but
don't
he's
like
there.
that.
For Los
You know, people don't
Angeles,
want to have a
they're behind 4-10
teammate
shooting the ball
that
in the first
is
quarter.
causing too much
Davis,
commotion.
the pass
For
to
example,
Kuzma.
look at Russell. When Russell snitched
And that
on
won't go, missing the
Swaggy P.
go-ahead bucket.
He got kicked out.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami.
So
Wants to get it to Butler and does. He gets that one.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling
yeah.
card. Rugged play and 100% effort. And Bam Adebayo has a chance to
But
be a very
I still
good
think, you know,
interior defender. The way he moves his feet.
he showed the Lakers
because
that
he's
he,
so
you know,
physical,
if that's
he's
what
a
the team is
presence down
about,
there.
and that's
Now
what they're going with,
Rondo
they're
missing on
going
the 3.
to win.
Here's
I feel like at the end he felt like it was worth to give his heart again,
Bonus
because I know he
opportunities
gave
for
his heart
Kelly
to
Olynyk on
the
inside
Celtics,
is
and
a
the
big
Celtics
pounding,
backstabbed
getting
him.
second
You get
chance
me?
points.
I mean, not backstabbed him, you know what I'm saying, but
Here's Rondo.
in a way turned their backs on him. So he was upset.
And down it falls.
And not much breathing
But
room there. The step back move gave him.
I don't feel like my boy gets enough props. You know, he did great. He played like a true veteran. He played like a true, you know,
And
student of the
defensively,
game.
they're on their heels.
And I thought that was
every
dope.
time the ball comes inside.
I just hope that
left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Rondo.
I just hope he gets re-signed to
Shot
the Lakers.
opportunity, and it's laid
Long
in
term.
by Davis.
And
You know,
from the start, Kevin.
try to keep them long term, trying to keep that veteran status, and make them a permanent
And that'll be 2 free throws coming
permanent
up.
set
Officials
as a
on the
starter,
foul.
because he can be a great
Just a really
starter.
confident play from Dragic to get the
And
foul
I know sometimes
while
they
he's
probably
taking
bench
that
him and
shot
stuff,
attempt.
but I
The
think
Heat have hit
him
all
as a
4
starter
good chances so far in this one.
is a great fit, especially how they did over here in the finals. You saw how they went a little bit more small ball. Like they had Davis playing on the center, and then you had, if I'm not mistaken, was Kuzma. I mean, I'm sorry, Kuzma.
While
Wow.
Dragic doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, when he does, he's usually pretty good.
I had Kuzma's name in my head, and I was trying to say Caruso, and I said Kuzma. No, not Church. No. So Caruso did pretty good. Caruso as a starter was actually pretty solid. So I think starting Rondo, Caruso, LeBron, Davis, and probably Kuzma
He got it up.
will still be a great fit as a starting point.
Flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Heat lead
But I
by
think they
4.
started with
Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second
Danny
quarter
Green,
right after this.
if I'm not mistaken. But even though, you know, they won and stuff like that, and I'm excited, I think this also pushed the envelope for the Miami, you know, a young team.
And for
And
those of you just tuning
for a
in, the
young
second
team
quarter of action is where
to
we're at right now.
overpass
And let's
the
quickly
Milwaukee
break down the
Bucks
game we've seen from
and
Miami, guys.
overpass some other teams that were playing elite basketball, you know, that's solid.
A great job,
That's,
really, of making the game
that's a solid
ugly,
statement.
trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So I think coming next year, you know, the Lakers, you know, I feel like in talks will be the Lakers
Lakers
and
trail
the
by
Miami
4.
Heat again.
In a moment
And now Miami
reset the
Heat
lineups
needs to
courtesy
keep
of
this,
Gatorade,
you know,
all
literally
filled
this
up for the
heat
second quarter of
going.
basketball.
They
So for the
gotta
Lakers
make a
right
statement
now,
coming next
They've
year.
got JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Morris. And it's LeBron
But
James.
the-
And
you know,
it's
can the
Caruso
Lakers
in
go
the two-guard spot.
Back to back.
And here are the Heat now. After the miss
Like, what do you
from
guys think?
JaVale
You guys
McGee.
think the Lakers can go back to back? Because if they can,
Olynyk
I mean, there's
finds
no
Jones.
reason why they
Olynyk
can't go
cooked by
3-peat.
Jones.
And Olynyk
You
doing
get
a
me?
nice job
If
just
they add a little bit more
symmetry out
arsenal,
there.
Lakers shooting about 33%.
because you can have play,
with their
you
play on
know,
that end.
amazing defense, but you ain't got an offense. You feel me?
A baseline jam.
And just with
Moves back up.
the
Count
bigs that
the
we have
bucket.
right now, you know,
And he's
having
got a free
McGee,
throw coming
having
up as well.
Dwight,
There it is again.
you know what I'm saying, playing those two as centers. That's like a great starting point.
Inside
You know, you gotta
Greg, when
you gotta
were
have
in New
that,
York, you were on a
the rim
super team of
protection.
sorts. Compare that to the super
and having that
teams they're
the rim
forming now
protection,
in the
I think would be great.
for teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come
But
about.
you got Danny
this year
Green. I mean, you gotta keep
is,
Danny Green.
to
Danny
me,
Green is pretty
absurd.
much,
You've always
you know,
had it. Whether the
the
difference
veteran
nowadays is I think the players have more
when it comes
say
to
in where they
the
go.
outside.
And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed.
I think when it comes to
it's always
playmaking,
existed.
you know,
And the reality is this: you become a
Rondo.
super team
Rondo's a
when you
great
win lot.
playmaker.
Sure.
And that's what really
Obviously,
dictates
LeBron as well.
how super
LeBron
your
is
team
everything, bro. LeBron
That's
is a
good for
slasher, playmaker,
Well, Heat
you
leading
know,
by 3.
three-point shooter, like Deadeye. Like this dude is
Outside
OP.
Robinson kicks it to Iguodala.
Which brings me to this. Which means to this topic
Baseline
about
jumper.
LeBron.
No good on the
And
shot along that time.
D giving him that shot. And
I'm not gonna
that's
look.
not a good
I've been a
idea.
Lakers
Like, they
fan
knew what they were
forever.
doing. That's
Yes,
LeBron, that's a
before the
two-pointer.
LeBron era
Los Angeles
of the
with another
Lakers.
miss.
This feels like
I'm
it's
talking about
snowballed
that
a
trash
little
ass
bit on them.
team
The more he
that they
tries
had
to
at one
shoot his
point
way
after
out of this
LeBron.
slump,
I mean,
the worse
Kobe
it seems to
retired.
get. They need him to get it together.
I forgot what was the name, but
here's Iguodala.
they had like Russell and
He's
all
been
this
quiet
stuff,
so
and
far. Still no
it was just
points in the
trash,
game.
bro.
And
They
it's
did like the
continued.
worst.
Caldwell
It was
Pope
just
with the
a
foul.
bad time for the Laker
That is his
fans.
first foul of the game.
But I remain true.
Checked in for the Lakers.
And I was in love with the Lakers all the way since I would say 2008 is when I started watching basketball like that,
Second quarter
and
action,
I
about
wanted
a minute and a half
to
played.
pick a team. And I've always loved the Lakers, and the only reason why it was because of the colors. I was like, yo, the colors are vibrant, you know, purple and gold. Like that's a vibe. So
in that spot.
after keep watching it and learning the game and learning how it goes, I was like, damn, the Lakers are like, you know, they're a dynasty team.
I'd call that a power move.
They have, I think right now they tied up the record of the most titles in the team with Boston. I think they now tied up for the most titles.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels.
I was like, you know, I fell in love with
to get great position.
what was going on. You know, we signed in, and you know, Kobe had Pau Gasol. You know, there was, but who was it? Lamar Odom, right? It was like Lamar Odom. Damn, I forgot, but it was like it didn't look like a championship team, but they were playing like a championship team. They were playing great basketball. They were playing rim defense. They were playing the offense. They were pushovers because you had what was the other guy? I think it was a power forward. He had that thing going on with Shaq. I forgot what it was, but it was a solid team. It was a really great team, and I fell in love with the movements that that they were doing on the court. You know, passing the ball, not being selfish. That's a Kobe. You know, Kobe had to be the main attraction, of course. You know, but
only 73% as a team.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Lakers, and when LeBron came in, you know, this is no longer the same LeBron. This is not the Miami LeBron. You get me? Like there's quarters of LeBrons. You know what I mean? There's different eras, and I think we're at senior LeBron, where we're seeing LeBron, you know, slowing down in a certain sense. You know, because the Miami LeBron will play defense and offense.
How hard
Senior LeBron is playing
and continues to push
offense.
The bar for himself.
You know, he's not playing much defense. He's not trying to get himself
fatigued.
He's not trying to get himself out of the game early.
Davis is checked in.
So now he's racking up his assists, his double doubles, and all that stuff. Like he's taking advantage of other areas now that he's exposing. Well, yes, while still having the ability to score. Like he still has the ability to score at any given moment, but
a big guy like him,
he's not trying to exhaust his body either. Because remember, he did say that he wants to be in the league when his son becomes an NBA player.
LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
And I think in the final game or game 5, like at the age of 35, he jumped and his head was matching the rim still. Like this dude can still jump over the rim at 35. Most people at that age can only dunk like because their hands, because they have a large wingspan.
Shot by LeBron, no good.
But
time for some consideration in passing.
I'm seeing the difference. You know, before he was Mr. every quarter.
Great show of Butler's upper body strength right there as he plays through the contact.
You know, he used to be Mr. every quarter. Now he's just Mr. fourth quarter. And if you really look back at the last year that he's been with the Lakers, no, not last year, this year. This year, if you look at this year's games from the beginning, and you'll see that on the fourth quarter is when he plays his best basketball. Is when he's at his best. His passing, his shooting, his blocking, his stealing, everything is like on high alert. You know, and actually his court vision is better. Like if you see, like he'd be doing some like needle threat passes, and that's crazy because he's 35. You would think that a guy at the age of 35, will slow down overall, and this guy can still jump over the rim at the age of 35 with the only injury he's ever had is a groin injury. Oh, that sucks. No sprained ankles, no nothing, just a groin injury. That's what benched him.
Checked in for Howard. Alex Caruso comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo
But
in for LeBron. And Miami also
But he's not all glory because, I didn't like him back in Miami because I feel like he was playing selfish basketball. I feel like he went to Miami, he made it his team, and forgot that was Dwayne Wade's team. I don't care what anybody says. Wade ran that team for as long as he's been in there. Even when he left and came back, that was still his team. And that's just facts. Anybody who's a true fan of basketball and has noticed the skills that man has possessed while being in there and all the times that he pushed himself and did the best that he could and more for his team, he deserves it. That was his team.
That's his first foul.
But when he came back, when LeBron came, he took over, and he said that was his team.
Here's Hero.
And for what I remember,
nothing on the scoreboard yet.
I know that you had two players who had the idea there was going to be three friends winning a title. LeBron took it as three teammates. Took it as two teammates who were going to help him win a title. And that's true, right there. Anybody who, like I said, anybody who's a true fan and watches basketball will understand, and that's like facts. That's 1,000% factito. Put a stemcito on it, and then put a pelito, and then send it to the corecito. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Davis. No, but
when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you.
What was I talking about?
Shot there.
Damn it, I distracted myself.
Right on the mark. Butler's got 4 points this
but yeah, so LeBron was. There you go. So LeBron was playing selfish basketball, that selfish ass. And I didn't enjoy that at all. Oh, official review, let's go. I make that.
The teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room.
Now,
bring
but
out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
When he came to the Lakers, my hope was that he changed. My hope was that he puts team first, then him. I didn't want him to score all the damn time. Nobody did. Damn, I didn't make it. Cabron James. No, but he played great basketball, right? And my hope was that he comes to the Lakers to make the team better. But since I knew that it's LeBron, we're talking about LeBron. LeBron is not gonna try to carry another team to the titles. To the finals, because he did the shit for Cleveland. He carried Cleveland, an ass team. I'm talking about a team who had J.R. Smith. Yeah, he has some moments here and there, but you can tell he was still playing just to play. He wasn't playing with a purpose like LeBron was. LeBron was winning with a purpose. LeBron wanted to bring the city of Cleveland, the state of Cleveland a title to end the drought. You feel me? And you can tell, and you can definitely tell, because LeBron didn't want to take no shots that he didn't know he could take. You know what I'm saying? So that's when he started playing more team first, and I think it was towards the end of the years with Cleveland. He started learning more like team first, and
it's the 2K Sports halftime show.
He carried that team to the championship. Who had Christian Thompson, who was too focused on a girlfriend to play.
That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the
Throwing shade at my boy.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points.
He carried that team to a title, and so he couldn't do what he could do. And here's the reason why. Ready? Because Cleveland didn't have the fundings that the Lakers did. Now, here's why I know that LeBron has been talking with the Lakers for a couple years. You ready? So boom. Ready? So boom. So LeBron knew that he's a veteran. 2, he's still a superstar. 3, he's still the top player in the NBA league. 4, he's still breaking records. You feel me? So he's going to be a high-paid player. So it means he needs to be in a team that has a higher cap,
We'll catch you on the flip side.
so that he can bring another superstar in that can help him, just the same way that they did in Miami. He knew he couldn't do it alone, because if he was to do it alone for another 2 more years, bro, his career would have been over sooner, because he would have been exhausting himself. That man was playing almost every game, almost the whole game, every game when he was in Cleveland. When he carried that damn team.
Guys, we saw just how tough he can be with
So,
the step to the rim. Great job of just
how convenient that then when Magic Johnson took over the Lakers, he started cleaning house. He started eliminating contracts. Like the Luol Deng contract, that contract was ridiculous. That contract should have never happened. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but when their contract was stupid. But when they started eliminating contracts and they started, eliminating all the bad assets and they started eliminating everything that, basically, Magic Johnson started cleaning house. Yeah, he couldn't get the job fully done. And he got, he left, and then they hired Pelinka. But Pelinka was doing a good job though, because he was Kobe's manager for the 20 years that he was in the NBA. You feel me? That was his agent. So, but Pelinka has done nothing but a great job, even outside of the NBA. So when they fully cleaned house and they got rid of the people that they needed to get rid of to hire the new people, and they started making better choices when it came to contracts, like that stupid contract they gave Lonzo Ball. They gave him a max contract for a rookie. What? No, that was a bad contract. So getting rid of him could, potentially give a little bit more money for somebody else. They could have signed somebody for for $1 million, and then they could have given another player another $1 million. So you got rid of one contract to, to put two on the table, two potential players. Because you already see that Lonzo was playing like shy basketball, like he was playing like if he was in front of his girlfriends. You feel me? Like he was playing shy basketball, like in front of a whole bunch of girls. So I'm glad they got rid of his ass, to be honest. I know he has potential, but he's taking too long to develop them. Like Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope is playing great basketball now. He's not playing shy basketball anymore. Not that he's new, but
Adebayo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last
but
one.
Damn, what was I saying?
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot
Shit.
at the free throw line. That one on Davis.
All the contracts.
More and more hungry.
So they started cleaning house, right? So boom.
Jimmy Butler just tenacious there.
So they started cleaning house, and they got rid of all the bad contracts. They got rid of all the bad people. And they started bringing in everybody who can actually bring potential to the team. Now, everybody knew that the LeBron was getting tired of the team, and he was ready to leave. He was, you can tell he was ready to leave. I mean, he bought a house in LA when he was still on his last year of Cleveland. So that was like a number one thing right there. So he got traded in, right? So boom. Now the reason the reason why LeBron knew that he wasn't going to make it to the playoffs that year, and you could tell in his voice and his acting and on his playing, he wasn't playing the same. He wasn't trying to carry a team. He wasn't trying to do that shit again. You feel me? So the first year, maybe he just wanted to try the team out, see what they got, what they need to improve on for the next year when they were going to win the title, right? So LeBron already knew, and he's like I said, he was learning how to play team first in Cleveland on his last year, the last years. So when that happened, I feel like he was like, all right, here's what we need to do. Here's get rid of this. We need to get rid of this, and that. We need to gain this, and here's how we're gonna do it. Because there's no way that a franchise player like LeBron is not going to get the say-so on who they bring and who they take out. Come on. NBA 2K21 lets you do that. So they do that in real life. Nah, you know that happens. You heard on the NBA Finals
shows how resilient
But
they
this
are
guy said,
as a complete team.
LeBron, he was like, I'm just glad that, AD was able to trust me when I told him. Basically, like, he told him that if he came to the Lakers, like, he took him in.
A little bit
You feel
too
me?
easy right now for Jimmy Butler out
So,
And the Lakers call time here.
I feel like when LeBron did that, he built a team, and I feel like he saw that, and I feel like he saw an opportunity that he doesn't have to be the only scorer or the only rebounder or the only playmaker in the game, and I feel like that's when he started playing team basketball. But I haven't always liked him. You feel me? Like I said before, I'm explaining why I like him now. You feel me? He's playing great basketball. He's playing team basketball, and he's a team first player now. You can see that by his stats. And now he's letting the coach be a coach, because everybody knows that LeBron was the coach in Cleveland for the whole time. He was the one coaching the team. He was the one doing everything. Like, I still remember when he was playing against Portland when DeMarcus was there. When DeMarcus Cousins was there. And if you saw the DeMarcus Cousins, you saw that, not DeMarcus Cousins, I'm sorry, Lamar DeRozan. And he was talking about how one of his teammates came to him and was like, oh, what play are we running? And LeBron told Lamar DeRozan's teammate their play. That's how smart this nigga is.
No, he should know better.
Like, for you to tell
we don't see him take that
the
shot.
other team,
It's stolen by Jones.
their play, that's crazy. That's like maximum basketball IQ.
Here's Rondo.
So when LeBron came to LA, I knew that he was going to bring some talent. This whole thing was a setup. This whole thing was a plan. This whole thing was basically a 3-year plan. They were going to clean house. They were going to start hiring new people. And they were going to start building a new team before LeBron came over to the team. They were going to test those waters. And then when it didn't work out, right, they had the whole year, they had the whole second year to test out the team. And then on the third year, they got their shit together. They had the team that they have now. They collected Rondo. They collected
and so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. And then Iguodala with the dunk.
I think Morris is not a good collector. I don't think he was a good trade. But, that's just my personal opinion.
5 points in the game. To the inside. And there's Morris.
I don't know. I still don't know. I do tell you this, though, again, Kuzma, he needs to go. They need to take him out and bring Tyler Hero in, because, shoot, boy playing disgusting basketball, bro.
Dragic is checked in.
Homeboy is playing booty. Booty, rocking everywhere. No, but yeah. So, I mean, this is crazy, though, And LeBron, for that matter, right now he's enjoying it, because you could tell that this title, it had a different meaning for him. It was no longer about being a champion. It was more about proving a point. It was more about it was more about showing that he can still do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It was just different. I mean, I'm glad the job got done. I'm glad that, they were able to work together, and they were able to get their stuff together and be the best team possible, Right now, who I'm a fan of, man, I gotta say, is Rondo.
Yeah, everybody trying to get.
And the reason why is because
the threads are keeping them close. This has been.
He was playing literally just good basketball. He had high basketball, playing like he wanted it. He was playing like, the game mattered now. He was playing like he was when he was trying to prove a point in Boston. You feel me?
Take a break.
So I really think that, the Lakers need to re-sign him, man. I would love to see Rondo back in LA. It would be fantastic. I would love to see for the Miami Heat to bring some more talent in. I feel like if they was to bring another star in, and then this offseason is a little bit dangerous. So we'll see. Because there was talks, if I'm not mistaken, about Giannis leaving the Bucks. So if that's true, that could be dangerous. Because who the hell will he join? Like, he can't join LA. I don't think that could happen. 3 stars like that? Nah. With the type of salary, I don't think the Lakers will even want to pay luxury tax just to gain Giannis when they already won a title, with just Anthony Davis. You feel me? But I know that the Lakers will want a little bit more, space. Like, I think they're going to want players that are going to help them throughout the game, But that's crazy, my guy. If he leaves, that means that whatever team he goes to, they're going to be a potential threat for the NBA final spot. I would love to see Miami Heat is in. That would be crazy. That one would be crazy. Wow. That one would be nice to see. Giannis with Butler, Hero, and all these niggas. That would be dope. I feel like the Lakers are going to get rid of Kuzma. It would be great, to be honest, if they did.
And it's Kuzma in its small forward.
They need a person who's smart, who has high basketball IQ on that position. Because he plays small forward. So they need to find another small forward. I mean, they could probably get Paul George. After last year's fucking. Oops. I mean, curse.
It's underrated, but Rondo possesses terrific strength.
Nah, fuck that. After last year's.
He has a way of being able to create.
After last year trash ass playing, I'm pretty sure that his salary is remaining either the same or is going to be less to the next team he goes to. Because, bro, he played trash last year. He was way too focused on other things, man. I don't know. He's not playing. He's not playing the same. He's not playing the way he did when he played with
when Rondo gets motivated and we've seen
with the
that
Pacers
now for a good stretch.
Before injury, not post injury. But I don't know. They will have to get the shit together, man, to be honest. But if they do add Paul George as a small forward, another. Oh my God, bro! They will be. They'll have better offense. I'll tell you that. They'll have a little bit of better offense. Yeah, Paul George is playing kind of ass last year, or maybe because that's not the team that he wanted to go to. You feel me? Because I think he's easily persuaded, and I feel like whoever gets to him first is the winner. Because that happened with OKC when he was in OKC and Westbrook convinced him to stay when he was going to leave. He was actually thinking about leaving. He was going to go to the Lakers. If you didn't know that, yes, that's factual. He wanted to come to the Lakers, and that was his plan. But he got persuaded by Russell Westbrook because he got to him first. He was actually going to have a meeting with the Lakers that same year after the last season with OKC.
That's a miss he's going to be
So
disappointed with.
Yeah. And then when it came to coming to LA, yes, he was talking about coming to the LA Lakers. However, Mr. Claw, damn, I forgot his name. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi?
Not flashy, but making
Chill.
smart ones.
Kawhi convinced him because Kawhi got to him first. Oh, my mind. My voice cracked. My voice cracked again.
Make all those adjustments.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick right now.
That's what they
So
love to do.
I'm getting over it, though. I'm getting better. I'm better. It's just my voice still a little bit. But Kawhi got to him first. So before he could make up his mind or even talk to anybody, Kawhi already talked to him. So Kawhi convinced him, and then he came to LA. But he came to the LA Clippers. Sadly, it didn't work out for them. Would have loved to see him in the finals, because I think that would have meant a lot for Kawhi. You know, third title, especially after he carried pretty much Toronto, which I'm a huge fan of. To be honest, I'm a huge fan of the fact that, you know, he did that. You know, he carried the team to a title. I thought that was pretty dope.
And Miami
So,
also making a switch. Butler, he's checked in for
but
Tyler Hero. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
because I'm glad that happened though, because I don't think Kawhi would have fit with LA. I don't think Kawhi could have fit with LA at all. And the reason why I say that is because Kawhi is a ball handler. You get me? And he needs to have the ball in his hand to know what's going to be happening next. And he makes things happen. He's a playmaker. He's a slasher. He's you know what I mean? He's pretty talented. He's pretty talented. But I don't think he would have been a great fit for the LA Lakers, because the Lakers had a more, you know, they have LeBron. To be honest, Kawhi is like a LeBron type. You get me? Like, Kawhi is, I'm gonna take over the game type of player. You know, he took over the game multiple times in Toronto, and look how it ended. They won a title. You feel me? So I don't think it was a great fit for him to come to LA. I feel like he's better at, you know, with the LA Clippers. You know, he can make the LA Clipper his team. You know what I mean? Or maybe he can, you know, bring back Blake Griffin and bring back Chris Paul, and I feel like that would be a pretty solid team.
Free throw good, LeBron.
At least as a starter, you know, they will have to build bench. Obviously, you know, they could trade for like Danny Green, Hero, because Tyler Hero has potential. Tyler Hero actually does have potential.
That's foul number 2 for him.
So, you know, bring some Tyler Hero in. You know, try to trade for some. You know, try to trade for some people that can play good bench. You know, I don't think there will be a championship team, but I think they could be a conference, a conference championship team. If that makes sense. Like, I don't think they could ever win a title, but they would still be a very high competitive team. You get me? So I feel like this year and next year, the Lakers are going to be a powerhouse, and I guarantee you that.
They simply have no answer right now.
I feel like the Lakers are going to become a powerhouse because AD gave all the signs that he's happy where he's at. AD gave the signs that he's happy in being in LA. So that could mean that he's re-signing. Wait, hold up. Is he even like... What's his contract? Isn't he like a year? Because he had a 5-year deal with the Pelicans. Or something ridiculous like that.
Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing.
Yo, I'm really looking it up right now.
His spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Oh, shit, I got
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Now, here's Dragic. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
Anyways, I think so. I think like he signed a 1 year or 2 year contract or something like that. Because this dude is a max player. This dude's a max contract player. So you can't have no more than 2 max contract players in your team, bro. Because or not, you're gonna be paying luxury tax. Which this place did. This team. ¿Cómo se llama? The Warriors. The Warriors play luxury tax and stars in their team. And they still gonna win.
Here's James. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
I think they did great.
Or at least try LeBron James. He's too strong.
I never liked this.
He's not going to go a long way.
I don't like Curry. Like, I like him, but I'm not a fan, you know? If that makes sense.
127 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
But
here's Butler.
His, like, in the court, when he's in the court is different. When he's in the court, he, he plays like he's a chicken. I don't know. He plays weird.
Their superior ball handling.
I don't know, but I'm not a big fan of his game.
If you take care of the ball every possession,
great shooter, great basketball player, great something.
When you do.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for LeBron.
Well, no, they play. Once again, I think AD will stay with LA.
LeBron with the block.
I think he will definitely stay with LA long term. And the reason why I say that is because if LeBron really plans on staying playing while Bronny comes in, Bronny's going to come straight to the Lakers. And he's the one that's been showing Bronny how to play. And Bronny's playing pretty good basketball too. So I don't know. That could be the play there. You feel me? Holy shit, father, son, and cousin. At this point, he's gonna become family.
And here is Butler after LeBron James.
Now that's long term though, because Bronny still got like what, 2 more years?
Green inside.
LeBron only has
and the shot goes in.
2 years left in his contract. So I don't know. It'll be dope to see that if LeBron signs, like if everything goes well, LeBron signs another year plan.
So it's Los Angeles winning this
another year.
This game may not have
that'll be dope to see too.
But you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Well, guys, look, I had a really good time talking to you guys one-on-one. You know, if you listen through the whole if you listen through the whole thing. I was about to say podcast because I was about to say this. So I will be starting a podcast soon. I am actually going to be working on it with my boy Alex. Shout out to Alex. We're going to be doing a podcast where we're going to be talking about different things, different topics about what's going on nowadays, and things that might be sensitive to others, but we're gonna push the envelope a little. So
we appreciate all the work you put in, man.
Stay tuned for that, because I will make a video with the update announcing that channel, because it's gonna be in a different channel. This will be my gaming channel, so we'll be posting that on the other channel.
This is Kevin Harlan with our 2K
yeah, so I'll be doing a podcast with him. Just stay tuned for it. I'm gonna post up my social media so you can be, let know when I do that. And yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to talk about great things, and I hope that you join us on that. And I hope you join me on this channel. If you haven't pressed like, press the like now. The like button, excuse me. And don't forget to subscribe. Comment if you want to see me play some other different games, or if you like my 2K commentary type gameplay. It's a little bit different. I know the video is a little bit longer than usual. I know it's a lot longer. But this will be a little conversation basically with you guys. And if you guys want to see me talk more about the NBA or talk about wrestling or, Call of Duty or anything like that, I'll be more than glad to do that. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Leave a comment with whatever you want to say. I read them. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a good